When it comes to legendary engines, some stand above the rest, not just for power, but for their ability to outlive the cars they're in. Today, we are diving into the 10 American engines that last forever. These have earned a reputation for lasting forever, racking up hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal issues. So, which ones truly refuse to die? Let's find out. Kicking it off with the Cadillac Northstar V8, introduced in 1993, was a bold attempt to redefine American luxury performance. It powered models like the DeVille and Seville, delivering smooth power and advanced technology. But was it a breakthrough or a headache? Early versions suffered from head gasket failures due to torque-to-yield bolts that weakened over time. This gave it a reputation for being high maintenance, but many owners who kept up with proper care saw high mileage without major issues. Once Cadillac addressed these flaws, the Northstar became a solid and durable engine. With 4.6 liters, dual overhead cams, and 4 valves per cylinder, it produced 275 to 320 horsepower and up to 315 pound-feet of torque. Its aluminum construction kept it light, and it even featured a limp home mode, allowing it to run on half its cylinders in case of coolant loss. Later models added variable valve timing, VVT, for better performance and efficiency. Fuel economy varied, but the 2010 Cadillac DTS managed 15 miles per gallon city, 22 miles per gallon highway, with some owners claiming up to 27 miles per gallon on long drives. While some loved its power and refinement, others faced costly repairs. Still, it was named one of Ward's 10 best engines in North America, proving it wasn't just another V8. If there's one engine that defines rugged durability, it's the AMC 4.0-liter straight six at number 9. Introduced in 1986, it powered Jeep legends like the Cherokee, Wrangler, and Grand Cherokee until 2006. But what made it so tough? Ask any Jeep owner and they'll tell you the 4.0 Inline-Six is nearly indestructible. Built with a simple yet solid design, it regularly surpasses 200,000 miles, with some even hitting 300,000 plus miles without major repairs. Whether rock crawling, plowing through mud, or enduring brutal winters, this engine just keeps going. Under the hood, it's a 3,964cc, 242 cubic inches Inline-Six, producing 173 to 190 horsepower and up to 235 pound-feet of torque. But the real magic lies in its bulletproof reliability. Its Inline-Six layout reduces stress, while its simple OHV design makes it a dream for mechanics and DIYers alike. Fuel economy wasn't its strength. 15 miles per gallon city, 20 to 21 highway in a Grand Cherokee, but for Jeep fans, durability outweighed efficiency. Even today, well-maintained Jeeps with this engine hold their value, and popular mechanics ranked it among the 10 best car engines they stopped making, saying it could run 200,000 miles before a rebuild is even needed. So what's the secret behind this engine's unstoppable reputation? Was it just well-engined simplicity, or did Jeep accidentally create something that was too good to kill? Let's talk about the Ford Modular V8. When Ford introduced the Modular V8 in the early 1990s, it wasn't just another engine. It was the foundation of Ford's modern powertrains. Found in everything from F-150 trucks to Mustang GTs, this engine family proved to be versatile, durable, and built to last. The V6-liter variant became famous for its bulletproof reliability, with many owners reporting over 200,000 miles of trouble-free driving. It replaced Ford's older pushrod V8s with a modern overhead camshaft OHC design, improving efficiency, emissions, and smoothness. Power output ranged from 190 to 390 horsepower, depending on the application. The larger 5.4-liter version, introduced in 1997, delivered more torque for heavier-duty vehicles like the F-150 and SUVs. Performance models like the supercharged Mustang SVT Cobra and even the Ford GT Supercar proved just how capable this engine was. Despite its durability, fuel economy was typical for a V8. The Crown Victoria with the 4.6-liter managed 16 miles per gallon city and 23 highway, while the 5.4-liter F-150 saw 14 miles per gallon city and 19 highway. The Modular V8 family earned a spot on Ward's 10 Best Engines multiple times, showcasing its blend of longevity, performance, and versatility. Whether in a work truck, muscle car, or luxury sedan, it adapted and thrived, making it one of Ford's most important engines of the modern era. Coming on to number 7, we have the Chevrolet Small Block V8. Only a few engines have shaped American automotive history like the Chevrolet Small Block V8. Since its 1955 debut, it has powered everything from family sedans to high-performance sports cars, earning its place as an American icon. But what makes it so special? Reliability is key. Many small blocks have easily surpassed 100,000 miles, with some lasting much longer with proper maintenance. Its simple yet durable design makes it easy to work on, and with plentiful parts, even decades-old models remain on the road. Whether in a classic Camaro, Corvette, or a trusty pickup, this engine has proven itself time and time again. The small block has come in many sizes, from 262 to 400 cubic inches, but the 350 5.7-liter became the most famous, balancing power and efficiency. In 1970, the LT1 version pushed 370 horsepower, proving it wasn't just long-lasting, it was a street dominator. As the years went on, fuel efficiency became a priority. Today's 6.2-liter L87 small block, found in trucks and performance cars, features direct injection and cylinder deactivation, making it more efficient while still delivering big V8 power. Beyond performance, the small block helped shape car culture. Once affordable classics like 1960s Camaros and Corvettes are now valuable collector's items, selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And with over 100 million produced, the Chevrolet Small Block V8 remains the most produced V8 in history, ensuring its legacy lives on. Blown away by these engines that never quit? You won't believe which ones made the cut. If you love legendary rides, smash that like button and subscribe for more. And let's hear from you. Are you driving one of these beasts? Or are you thinking about getting one? Drop a comment below. Not every great engine is about speed or horsepower. Some earn their reputation by being unstoppable workhorses. That's exactly what the GM Iron Duke was. Produced from 1977 to 1993, this 2.5-liter inline-4 wasn't built for performance. It was built to last. Reliability was its defining trait. With a simple, rugged design, the Iron Duke powered millions of GM vehicles, from compact cars to utility trucks. It became a staple in postal delivery vehicles like the Grumman LLV, proving its longevity in real-world service. Many owners report well over 200,000 miles with minimal issues, making it one of GM's most dependable engines. Built with a cast iron block and head, this overhead valve OHV engine produced between 82 and 110 horsepower and up to 125 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers weren't impressive, but they were enough for daily driving while keeping maintenance simple and repairs cheap. During the fuel-conscious era of the late 1970s and 1980s, the Iron Duke delivered respectable fuel economy, helping GM sell millions of cars with this engine. It wasn't flashy, but it got the job done, whether under the hood of a Pontiac Ferrero or an Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. This engine helped keep GM's compact cars affordable and efficient, proving that sometimes reliability matters more than raw power. At number 5, we have the legendary Buick 3800 V6, an engine so reliable that it became a staple of American highways for decades. Produced from 1962 to 2008, this workhorse powered a variety of Buick, Pontiac, Chevrolet, and Oldsmobile models. Whether in a family sedan or a supercharged performance car, the 3800 delivered durability, efficiency, and effortless power. This engine's reputation for reliability is nearly unmatched. Many owners have racked up 200,000 miles or more with barely a hiccup. Some even claim to have pushed past 250,000 miles with only basic maintenance. When an engine is still running strong decades later, you know it was built right. The Series 2 version, introduced in 1995, took things to the next level. This 3.8-liter 90-degree V6 featured a cast iron block and heads, with an overhead valve OHV setup. It pumped out 205 horsepower and 230 pound-feet of torque, a perfect balance of power and fuel efficiency. And for those who wanted a little extra kick, Buick and Pontiac supercharged it, bumping horsepower up to 240, like the Grand Prix GTP and Buick Riviera. Fuel economy was another surprise. Despite being a larger V6, the 3800 could achieve up to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. One owner even reported getting 30 miles per gallon while cruising at 80 miles per hour with a full car of passengers and luggage. Not bad for a big American engine. It's no wonder this engine landed on Ward's 10 Best Engines list for 3 years in a row, 1995 to 1997. Whether in a Buick LeSabre, Pontiac Bonneville, or Chevy Impala, the 3800 was the heart of dependable American cars. This engine's legacy still lives on as enthusiasts continue to swap them into new projects, proving that some engines never die, they just keep running. At number 4, we have an engine that just refuses to die, the Chrysler 225 Slant Six. Produced from 1960 to 1987, this Inline-Six was famous for its extreme durability. But what made this engine so indestructible? The answer lies in its unique 30-degree slanted design, which not only lowered the engine's profile, but also made it stronger. This wasn't just any six-cylinder. This was an engine that powered everything, from Dodge Darts and Plymouth Valiants to industrial machines and even marine applications. Many owners have reported over 300,000 miles without needing a rebuild. One owner even said their engine ran fine all the time we had it, proving its bulletproof reputation. The 225 cubic inch 3.7-liter version was the most popular, producing 145 horsepower and 215 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers weren't groundbreaking, but what really mattered was how effortlessly it ran and how easy it was to maintain. The cast-iron block and head made it nearly indestructible, and its simple overhead valve OHV design meant fewer things could go wrong. But here's a question. Could a six-cylinder actually be fuel efficient in the muscle car era? Surprisingly, yes. While most American cars were chugging gas through big V8s, the Slant Six delivered 14 to 18 miles per gallon in the city and up to the low 20s on the highway. And in a special economy package, it achieved an incredible 36 miles per gallon, a record for an American six-cylinder compact at the time. Despite never being a high-performance engine, the Slant Six is still loved by car enthusiasts and collectors. It's often mentioned alongside icons like the Chevy 283, Chrysler 318, and Volvo B18 as one of the toughest engines ever made. Entering our top 3, we have the king of engine swaps, the GM LS V8. Introduced in 1997, this engine didn't just power Chevrolet's best trucks and sports cars, it became the go-to choice for hot rodders, racers, and custom builders everywhere. What makes the LS so legendary? It all starts with reliability. Built with a strong iron or aluminum block, LS engines have been known to push past 200,000 miles with routine maintenance. In fact, GM designed the 6.0 LS variant to last at least 200,000 miles in fleet vehicles, meaning personal owners often see even higher mileage. But let's get real. Most LS engines don't stay stock for long. The LS engine family includes some of the most powerful V8s GM has ever built. The 5.7-liter LS1, which debuted in 1997, made 345 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, a huge jump over previous small blocks. Then came the 6.0-liter LS2, bumping power to 400 horsepower, followed by the 6.2-liter LS3, found in the Camaro SS and Corvette, cranking out 430 horsepower. And that's before anyone even touched the aftermarket. That's the LS's real superpower, its tuning potential. Whether it's a turbo, a supercharger, or even nitrous, the LS can handle it all. That's why it's found in everything from off-road trucks to 1,000 horsepower drag cars. Even stock, its fuel economy wasn't bad, with the Camaro SS 24 miles per gallon highway. Not bad for a V8 muscle car. It's no surprise that the LS V8 has received major recognition, including the 2019 Ward's 10 Best Engines Award for the 6.2-liter Dynamic Fuel Management DFM version, featured in the Chevrolet Silverado. This technology improved fuel efficiency without sacrificing performance, proving that even after decades, the LS was still evolving. With millions produced, the LS is everywhere, and its reputation for reliability, power, and insane mod potential makes it one of the greatest American engines ever built. Now we're getting into legendary territory. At number 2, we have an engine that's so tough it outlasted the trucks it was put in, the Ford 300 Inline-Six. Produced from 1965 to 1996, this 4.9-liter powerhouse wasn't just found in Ford's toughest trucks, Broncos, and vans. It powered generators, sawmills, oil pumps, and even tractors. If reliability had a name, it would be this engine. Just how long can one of these run? 300,000 miles? 400,000? More? Owners often joke that this truck rusts away before the engine quits. With a cast iron block and head, simple overhead valve OHV design, and a long stroke layout for maximum torque, it was built to work hard and never give up. Speaking of torque, this thing had plenty. In its early years, the 1965 to 1972 version cranked out 170 horsepower and a massive 283 pound-feet of torque at just 1,600 RPM. Even in its later fuel-injected form, 1987 to 1993, it still produced 145 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque, more than enough for towing, hauling, and heavy-duty work. Fuel economy wasn't its strong suit, but it wasn't terrible either. Many owners reported 14 miles per gallon in the city and up to 19 miles per gallon on the highway. Not bad for an engine that was designed to pull, push, and last forever. Ford even upgraded it with fuel injection in 1987, giving it better fuel efficiency, emissions, and throttle response. This engine didn't win official awards, but it didn't need to. Its real trophy is the millions of hard miles it put in across decades of work, proving itself as one of the toughest engines ever built. When a motor is so reliable that people swap it into new trucks when the old ones fall apart, you know it's something special. And here it is, the legend, the icon, the undisputed king of American muscle. At number 1, we have the Chrysler HEMI V8, an engine so powerful that it was literally banned from NASCAR for being too dominant. Since 1951, the HEMI has been the gold standard for V8 performance, powering some of the most badass muscle cars ever built. But what makes the HEMI unmatched? The answer is in its name. HEMI stands for hemispherical combustion chambers. This design improves airflow, maximizes efficiency, and delivers insane power. That's why the 5.7-liter HEMI, introduced in 2003, cranks out 345 horsepower and 375 pound-feet of torque, while the monstrous 6.4-liter 392 HEMI pushes 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. Even better, Chrysler added multi-displacement system MDS technology, shutting off 4 cylinders during light driving to boost fuel efficiency. Because who wouldn't want a gas-guzzling monster to sip fuel when cruising? But let's be real, nobody buys a Dodge Charger RT or a Challenger SRT for fuel economy. They buy them because the HEMI roars like an angry beast, shoving you back in your seat with raw, untamed muscle. It's an engine with attitude, and it's built to last. Owners report 200,000 plus miles of trouble-free driving as long as you keep up with maintenance. And the awards? 5-time winner of Ward's 10 best engines between 2003 and 2009. But the real prize? It's racing legacy. The 426 HEMI dominated NASCAR so thoroughly that it got banned, and it helped muscle cars crush records in NHRA drag racing. Even today, the supercharged Hellcat variants take this legendary engine into 700 plus horsepower insanity, proving that the HEMI isn't just an engine, it's an American icon. And there you have it, 10 legendary American engines that refuse to die. These power plants have proven their durability, performance, and lasting impact. But now, we want to hear from you. Which engine do you think deserves the top spot? Did we miss any that should have made the list? Let us know in the comments.